Insurance companies are not your friends. One way to look at it is many of us have had experience dealing with our own insurance companies. That is, if we have damage to our car, or we have a homeowner's claim to make, or a health insurance claim, we all know the experience of dealing with the insurance companies who are our very own companies, and they don't treat us very well most of the time. They actually owe you a duty of good faith and fair dealing, and as we know, that doesn't work out very well. You can imagine how unpleasant it is when you're dealing with someone else's insurance company, where you're making a claim against that company. It gets even more hostile, and they definitely are not your friends. The adjuster will talk to you in terms of they're trying to help you with the situation, but really nothing could be farther from the truth. The last thing an insurance company wants you to do is to come talk to an attorney like me. They want to maintain an unlevel playing field. They want to deal with you on their terms. Almost everyone is unfamiliar with the process, so they have people in place who are very familiar with the process, and they don't want you to be dealing on an even basis with them. The last thing they want to see you do is contact an attorney who does have experience and can level out that playing field for you. Insurance adjusters are trained by the insurance companies in negotiating techniques and tactics. Very few people in the real world have that same type of training, so when you're dealing with an insurance adjuster, you need to keep in mind you're dealing with someone who does that type of work for a living. They are experienced at it, they're trained at it, and you're dealing with someone who really has an advantage over you. Well, a lot of things go into the evaluation of a claim. One has to do, obviously, with the facts of that particular incident, and they're all different. They'll look at the case in terms of whether they owe, or as a lawyer would say, in terms of liability. Some situations are fairly clear-cut. If you get rear-ended at a stop sign, for instance, that's a pretty clear-cut situation versus an intersectional collision where there's a swearing match of who had the red light. Do they even owe you goes into the analysis of the particular claim. In addition to that, they'll look at the person making the claim. Some people have long histories of making claims. Other people, this would be their first one. And then, of course, the injury or damage is a huge factor. In some cases, someone, for instance, may have muscle injury to their neck that goes away with some treatment in a matter of weeks, versus someone who has a spinal cord injury in their neck, and perhaps they're going to be paralyzed for the rest of their life. Those two situations are wildly different and would make a huge difference in how an insurance company would evaluate them.